What is up there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube land? How are y'all doing today? Hope you're doing good. So, this may be an episode, this may not be an episode, this may be an update. We'll find out shortly. But, on this video, we've made some, I guess you call them hold down brackets for inside the bed. You'll see that video, you'll see that clip in a second, or we're putting them on. We did that actually last night. It is Wednesday, and customer's coming. We're going to discuss the bed inside the shop there. Figure out what is in his mind, what he's thinking, what he wants it to look like, and we'll see if we're gonna go ahead and knock the bed out, or if he wants to wait till later and we postpone that part of the build. So we'll find out about that shortly. In the last video, it was asked about the gap from the bumper to the fender. I don't know. Everything lines up. I did a Google search and it looks like those gaps range anywhere from being, tight to fairly large like that one. I don't know. The only thing I could possibly do is we go up there in the middle. There's a bolt here. Yeah, there. Then another one over there. In the center of that bolt, straight down. We could put some washers under that. We could, space it up. And as far as the outside here goes, had to take that bracket that's on the inside that goes through the core support there and rotate it up and only use one bolt instead of, the two that's there. And probably would have to possibly bend that bracket on the outside. That holds the outside part of that. Bend it so that it works with the angle too. I don't know, but that's all I can tell you. So when he gets here, which should be shortly, we'll film his reaction and see what his thoughts are on pumpkin. I know he'll be glad to hear it start up, hear it run. I know he will. I mean, he's watched the videos like you guys have. This will be his first time seeing him in person since November, the end of November last year. We got to remember, very beginning of this build series, we were going to start it, then the truck went to the tuner and it stayed there for several months. But it needs to go back to the tuner again, which that's next week, which when you guys watch this, it'll be either that day of or the next day or whatever. All right. Once we get that from the tuner, all of that there will be 100 complete, done. We won't have to touch the truck itself anymore, except to put the bed back on, and then of course wire up tail lights and all that. Outside of that, we won't have to touch it no more. Oh, once we figure out what's going on with the bed, we'll either get started back on the Mazda, or we'll end up rolling into episode 9 and possibly 10 on pumpkin. Last night I took a few minutes for a personal little project of mine. I added the new center console. And it's supposed to be for a tank that has a center fill for the fuel, not a side fill like this one. So I 3D printed a filler piece and got it painted and got that put on last night. For those that do know and remember, we are slowly converting everything on the Harley over to all black. And we'll probably keep just a little bit of chrome. But we'll kick it off from here, and next clip or clip after the next clip will be talking to the owner and getting his reaction. All right, keep watching. It is Thursday, July 3rd, and told you guys the other day that we possibly might not have another episode, or we might, and it has turned into another episode. So here we are, episode 9, and yeah. Which you guys have already seen some of the footage already of us cutting everything. But yeah. Big old hole. Big one. But you actually be able to access everything here, unlike what we were thinking previously. You got tanks to be able to get to the bags, the shocks. There's the compressors. I don't know if you can see. We started working on the tank a little bit, fuel tank. Yeah, we had a issue tonight. Otherwise, we'd be further along than what we are. And somehow the hose came off the fuel pump inside the fuel pump assembly inside the tank and wasn't getting fuel to the motor. So all of a sudden it just nothing. Wouldn't start back up, had no fuel pressure. We were trying to figure out what was going on. I was thinking that brand new Thorbros 450 had already took a crap on us. Then we pulled it. Well, then Jensen, wherever he is. Ah, there he is. Right there. He pulled his pump out, found that, And yeah, we got it back fixed. Temporarily on the truck, we're gonna pull it back off. Tomorrow, July 4th, by the time you guys watch this, hope you had a good 4th of July. I have a party to go to tomorrow, and then turn around, I have another party to go to on Saturday on the 5th. So we'll jump back on this on Sunday, and I'm gonna try to get this video ready for you for Sunday evening or Monday. I'm hoping that will be done next week. So I lied the other day, and I ended up telling the people that I was wrong.
Oh, so I don't have to say you weren't right.
Oh.
I say, I told you so.
Oh.
That's where I get to say, told you so.
What episode are we on?
Shooting for 9, right?
This is 9.
Yeah, that's what I mean, shooting for 9. Or on 9, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 episodes,
If we hadn't have done the bed, if we hadn't done the access door, I'd have been right. But access door. So, if we hadn't done it, I'd have been right. I don't know if we videoed it. If we did, sorry, but
stupid light. There you go.
Yeah. All 4 corners. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there, and there. And he wants to be able to put his son's lifted power wheels in the back of it to go to shows and stuff, so there we go. All right. Well, either the video will end here, or we'll do some more filming on Sunday. Not sure yet. On that note, it is past midnight, and we're going to call it a night. All right, it might be a little hard to hear me. It's raining its butt off outside. We've got fans going in here. And it's a little warm, and it's definitely humid tonight. On that note, I forgot to record the customer's reaction, and forgot to record a conversation with him and ask him what his thoughts were on it. But we got the bed figured out. And we have it marked out on top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down, over, and then back up. Right there. Chalk line. That worked pretty good. Especially on the rib part. That turned out to be a nice crisp line. So we're going to start cutting this and set you up and let you watch. Alright, and that is episode 9. Don't have a whole lot to show you on this one. This past weekend, of course, was July 4th. So we took Friday off. Then Saturday had a party to go to. We had one on Friday night as well. And I messed my back up over the weekend. So we took Sunday off also. And now it is Monday night. And past 8 o'clock, and I have not seen my help. He might show up, he might not. At this point, I don't know. But as you saw, we test fitted the bed, made sure everything cleared that was going, that needed to, and to make sure we got everything we needed, so we can start moving forward with the hinge door and everything like that. So, yeah, bed's getting ready to come off, and we're gonna start working on the hinge and everything else. Would like to have it done this week, but I highly doubt it. This weekend coming up, I will probably be in Georgia, for a family member's funeral, and yeah, so I'll be over toward the Atlanta area, riding down Friday, and then I'll ride back up Sunday. So, with that being said, bed's cut, doors out, we test fitted in bed, everything looks good. It's time to move forward, and we'll see if we can't try and get the truck over to the tuner sometime this week, which I've got to call him and talk to him. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Make sure you keep doing work. Peace.